In the early 90s, the internet was starting to take off. Thousands of websites were created, covering multiple topics with varying interests, but it was difficult to find anything online. Then in 1996, Sergey Brin and Larry Page changed the world by creating the most advanced search engine, called Backrub, later named as Google. In this video, we will do a deep dive on how Google search works and the tech used behind the scene to deliver close to instant result after each click. When we enter something in the search bar, Google searches in its database the pages that match our request, then sort them by what is the most relevant for us and display the result. Knowing so does raise multiple questions, like how does Google find the web page in the first place? How Google store those pages? And how is it so fast? Well, we'll go through 5 questions that I think are enough to get a solid understanding of the tech behind Google search. So let's start. First of all, there is no central registry of all web pages in the world, so Google must constantly look for new web pages and add them to its own private registry. In order to do so, Google uses bots, called Googlebot, to either revisit the pages already known by Google to look for updates, or to discover new pages. The discovery process is mainly done by following links from central hub pages like blog posts and multimedia websites. After the discovery stage, Googlebot extracts data from each website visited. Everything from text, images, and video are extracted, analyzed, and stored in the database. Google needs to store data from millions of pages, so a standard relational database is not enough. The amount of data is huge. Speed and efficiency are crucial, which means that another type of database was needed. So Google created its own database system called Bigtable. It's a distributed storage system for managing large size of data across thousands of commodity servers. It uses a distributed multidimensional sorted map designed to easily scale. For web indexing, Google uses a specific way to store information. Each row is a website URL but in reverse. The first column is the content, and each column stores data at different timestamps. When a page is discovered by Googlebot, the data from the page are extracted and stored in the database. Then the page is added in some of the database indexes in order to speed up the search process. Okay, so now that we understand how Google finds pages and store them in its database, but keep in mind that everything covered at this point happened before the user do anything. So now let's have a look at what happens when a user makes a search. When a search query is sent, the first step for Google is to understand the query. So Google used NLP, or natural language processing, to understand the meaning of the search and extract the most relevant keyword from the query. The latest algorithm deployed by Google is called BERT, which stands for Bidirectional Encoder Representation from Transformer. In BERT's case, the neural network is capable of learning the form of expression of human language. It's based on the model of NLP called Transformer, which understands the relationship between words in the sentence, rather than just viewing words one by one in order. The search process itself is pretty simple, since a lot of the work has already been done in the background. The pages stored have already been added to different indexes, so it's easy for Google to search for the indexes that match the keyword extracted from the search query, then merge the results from different indexes. The end result is a list of hundreds of web pages from all over the internet. Some results are relevant for us, and others are not. So now it's time to do some ranking. The last step of search is the ranking process. Google uses an algorithm called PageRank in combination with hundreds of other factors to rank the results. The PageRank algorithm mainly ranks pages based on the relation between websites. So the more external websites linked to your website, the better. But there is also a rating system to filter malicious websites. Google combines other factors like how close to each other the keywords are in the page, the location of the user, to identify local website, the time of the day, the weather, etc. And to answer the question, how is it so fast? Well, the process of indexing websites as soon as they are found enables Google to not have to search for the pages when a query is sent. Google also uses a divide and conquer approach to speed up the search by using thousands of computers all over the world, and each computer only executes a quick operation on a smaller dataset. Then the result of each computer is progressively merged. Adding to that a lot of code optimization and top-of-the-line equipment enable Google to make search in fraction of a second. The Google search product is massive, and the result is incredible. It's impossible for me to cover all the tech behind search in one video, but I hope this one made you better understand the search process. It's fascinating to see how many different tech needed to convert to create such product. Thank you guys for staying to the end. See you in the next one.